Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we're looking at the ugly oil industry, but it's a very profitable oil industry. What's up, Ron? Yeah, we're playing some Cities Skylines tonight, my guy. Fun times. How do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Let's see, where do we want to start? Let's start. We finished off this neighborhood. It's all done, except we've got... Oh. Well, that's not where it should be at all. I don't know how that happened, but let's fix that. There we go. Now it should know that it has road access. It still says no road access. What? Why? Why do you think you have no road access? There you go. You're happy now? Find a little X over there. Leave that there. Yeah, it's happy now. I don't know why it popped up like that. That's really strange. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this whole area has... Yeah, it's all fully upgraded. It's happy. It is very happy. This is a massive, massive farm. And again, yes, there's a lot of truck traffic coming and going out here for the farm. But look, this is... People say it's just an acceptable fact that farms produce a massive amount of traffic. Show me. Show me the massive amount of traffic. This is a huge, huge farm making 682 tons of crops, 400 tons of animal products, 134 tons of flour. Show me the massive traffic that farms are guaranteed to produce. It's just an accepted fact. It's not. It's all about your storage and your processors and their proximities to the producers. You put producers in the middle, processors on the edges, storage aplenty everywhere, and you're good. Hello, Jonah, who apparently has no audio. Hi, Jonah. Healing from last night's activities. There's no real healing to do. Nothing's broke. I'm just sore. So yeah, there's a lot of traffic, or a lot of trucks, but not the guaranteed lot of traffic. And most of these are warehouse trucks, and that's what you want. You don't really want to see these guys coming out. Matter of fact, why is he coming from all the way over there? That's weird. I'm considering completely eliminating the farm over here, and just turning this just into expanding this town. Like, keep the agricultural industry that's here, but changing up the rest of it. So, a few changes since last time we met. This was just way, way too crowded, because we do have a lot happening just right here at this intersection. So, I broke down, put in a roundabout here. And I fixed this intersection finally. This did come over here and make a really ugly connection, and it just didn't work. So that's fixed, which also allowed me to have a better connection for the rail. I didn't have to go up in the air. This connects better. It all just connects better. The problem we do keep encountering in this map, though, and it's not too much of an issue right now, but and I may have fixed it by doing this nonsense. You can see we have a lot of trains that are going to the edge of the map, and it takes them a second to despawn, but because of that, we had trains backed up all the way, like, to about here. And that's not good, because you need your trains moving cargo. It seems like this has solved it by having 3 separate tracks. This one is for passenger trains only. As you can see, that passenger train right there. And then the other 2 are for cargo. How they decide which one to take, I don't know. But they clearly alternate. Like, some of them go this way, some of them go that way. It'll seem like you'll get several in a row that prefer one side to the other. And then you'll get several in a row that prefer going the other way. So there we go. We got one going that way now. So as long as that stays manageable, it's okay that we have a lot of trains. We just don't want it to become a problem. So we're going to start building a little neighborhood here. We have pretty big demand for residential as well as commercial. I think this is going to be all pretty low density. I don't think we're going to do high density again until we get up over here again. But I kind of just want to fill this area in, just because, I mean, it's here. It has the nice intersection. Oh yeah, I replaced this intersection as well, because the one we had just was inadequate. We now have a diverging diamond. You can see it works quite nicely. They can exit the highway uninterrupted, or enter from the highway uninterrupted, and exit uninterrupted. Makes it really, really nice. And then there's traffic lights at either end to control the through traffic, and it works. It works really well. No backups. Occasionally you'll get, you know, a few cars sitting waiting for the light, but that's fine. It's acceptable. Whoa, hi. Come back. There we go. That was a thing that happened. So I want to do... We're still going to stick to a grid because, you know, I'm boring and I do grids. But we're going to do it slightly different here. I'm going to come off of here. Okay, that's not long enough. I'm going to come... Actually, that probably was long enough. Let's do, like, this. And then we'll do another one going this way just for now until I figure out where things need to go. And this is going to change, like, instead of it being, like, up here where the grid goes side to side, it's going to go up to down. And we will wind up changing this road a bit as well. This is just temporary for now, as is this one over here. I just want to see how many we can get in here, and I'm putting the wrong road in. Let's not do the trees road. Let's do just grass. Actually, you know, we have not done any bicycle lane roads anywhere. Let's make this a very bike-friendly neighborhood. So let's fix this one and add bike lanes as well. I like that idea. Yeah, the whole thing will just be bike lanes. So we're going basically how many? I want to stick to the same idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th one, we're doing another collector. Okay. So right now we're only at 2. This should get us most of the way to the other part of town. There's 3, 4, and 5. And then is it on the 6th one, or we have 6 total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th one. So up here we want to have collector again, and now we're starting to see where our roads are actually going to be versus where they were down here. And then going side to side, I think it's also 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one, yeah. So what we're going to do, because I didn't start collector here, we're going to go 3 up. So now I can just go straight up all the way to this end. And that's the wrong road. We'll fix that real quick. There we go. And then on the next one, we'll have a collector going up like this right here. Beautiful. And then we can probably get a few more over to the side before we run into this hill. That's the goal. We're going to come over here and see where our flat land ends, which is about there. So we will... Oops. It's a lot harder to judge your grid when you're in this mode. There we go. Come up. And nope. And yep. 1, 2, 3. Hoping to get all the way to the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, or the 6th one. I don't think we're gonna. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's discouraging, but it's also okay, because what we can do is just have this be a slightly smaller area. Well, we've got collectors going through here. That's the important thing. So now, if this collector is going to be here, like so, I'm trying to think of what the best way is going to be to tie this into this over here. And again, this is also just temporary for a connection. This will change and wind up going somewhere else. I'm thinking I don't like how this is working, though. I think I want to change some things. I do want to change some things. This is going to go. And we're going to come in here. Do we have a big bike lane road? We do. Very nice. So we can continue the bicycle-friendly theme, and we're going to run this now straight up to here. That does sever a connection in that direction, but that's okay. And then we'll have this come over to our arterial. Yeah, I think I'm happier with it this way. So let's get these in. We're not going to make connections this way. We may make a bridge across that, but we're not going to actually connect to it. Because you don't want a bunch of local roads connecting to an arterial if you can avoid it. I mean, one or two now and then, not such a big deal. But to just have it be that way, not so good. So that'll be a nice little neighborhood through there, but that still begs the question of how this is going to connect over. And the answer may lie up here. This may curve up and around there. Like that sort of situation, but then here is going to be tricky. This road does not have to stay here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. This looks a lot. I don't know, for some reason that looks wider than that to me. I don't know why. 3880. And 4800 it is. Wider. Wait, hold on. Did I go the right direction? I did. 3880. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. So why is this longer? How is that possible? Did we not do... We must have done shorter blocks here. Let's see. 880. 800, but... Wait! How does that math even add up? If these are 880, oh, 600. Ah, we did shorter blocks over here. You know, that might help. So these are much longer blocks. So where would 600 be? That would be there. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 13. No, it'd be 12 no matter what. And that would change where this road is. Meaning that would give me a collector higher up here. I think I like that idea. Hey, we're in the planning stages. We're allowed to make changes. I'm going to get rid of all of these that go this direction. Including that. So loud. And then we're gonna these up in the shorter blocks. We're just going to stick with a consistent block length here. And then I've got to have this little road here just kind of informing me where everything goes for now. Because it's kind of tough to eyeball it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th one. And then we will go up an extra block there. But we didn't do it down there, so... No, it's not. Let's just leave it 600. Switch. So that'll now come through there. Nice, I like that. That is such a bright green for those bike pathways. Ooh, hello, come back. So now we just need to run these across. And then these. Boom, boom. I kind of miss in the old SimCity that you could just draw a road and it would just know that there needs to be connections there, instead of having to do block by block like you do in Cities Skylines. That was way back. I think all the SimCities have always been like that, that you could just draw a road. And it was kind of nice. I do miss it. Alright, cool. So now, if we did that again, this might help us. I just want to look at my topography real quick. So here, we want to come up 600. And then, wow, that actually came out at the exact same spot. Weird. And then cap all these off since we know that's the length we want. And get rid of these guys. And just for the time being, I'm gonna sever this. Now that we're actually building over here, I want to start thinking about where these are really going to connect and how they're really going to connect. Like, I think that this arterial needs to like come up here and bend to go to there. So let's see what that would look like in practice. So that would intersect there and then come up like that, but I would want to get rid of like that so that we have like curve here, so that it's a higher speed type thing. Yep. And then I'm thinking up here is just going to come in at a T, most likely. So we went 6, yeah, 6. You'd think I would remember, but I'm very tired. It's been a long day. So 600. We currently have, that's our third one. There's our fourth one. That's our fifth one. Well, that's going to have to be quite the turn to get up here, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this next one is where... Oh, that was one too short. So this will be where this comes through. So this may wind up connecting up here somewhere. So now we need to get this connection reestablished, which is a bit trickier, I think. But what we can do is come into this view. And this is where our next collector would need to be anyway. I want to run this down as far as I can. That's as far as I'm getting away with. No, I can get one more. So this actually needs to be collector, not... Yeah, my bad. So let's upgrade that. do is just make that turn like that and change that back. And then bring this up to here and that to there. I just kind of want to bring this neighborhood out wherever it's naturally going to come out, because there is where our turn would be. I can shorten that into that bridge if I need to. So 440 on that one. And then 400. That's 2. 3, that went crooked. I'm keeping our train heights open here because I don't want to get too wonky from the train heights. So 5, and then come on, 6 would be right there. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this train made very elegantly, but we're going to find out here. If I did some reconfiguring, I think it would be okay. So how far down this way can I bring this grid? Not very, is the answer to that. These are 600. So we've got a train line right there. And then over here, I need that view to stay up. I wish it would just revert back to the view you had. That would be really handy. So we can go there. Here we cannot go the full 600. So we'll come out 400 again, and then 600. And then here I think we can just squeeze one in. Okay. So that tells us where everything can and can't go. So now it's just a matter of, like, maybe moving this bridge a little bit. Yeah, we're going to redo this bridge. It's always a temporary connection anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it across and then maybe curve back. Or maybe we'll, like, start a curve here and bring it across and then have it curve over that way. So, bridge building time. Let's see where we want it to cross, first of all. I mean, ideally you want, you know, in real life, a bridge to connect at, there to span the shortest distance, which that would be basically here-ish, at kind of an angle. So if we go like this for our bridge, trying to get this to where it'll be a nice gentle turn in. So that goes across the span there pretty well. And then bring that in at a curve. That looks good. And then let's make sure these fishing boats are fitting under there. They aren't. So we need to bring up these 3 sections. It's only fishing boats we have to worry about. We don't have any other water traffic. So that will take care of that. Well, actually, we probably need to do this side too, since we do have boats going under there. But I don't think we have boats going under this section. We can find out by coming in here and seeing. Wow, they're going to hit that pillar. So let's just make it so the boats don't go under here. We'll just cut just a tiny bit off the route. It should leave it just as efficient. If necessary, we can extend it over there. So now we don't even have to worry about this being that height. So we can come back in here, hit Control Z, and this can all just be there. So now what we want to do is just have this bridge all at like that height. All nice and level. So these ends as well. Yes, and that's nice and flat right there, I do believe. Looks nice and flat. Let's verify that. Close enough to flat. And then we just need to get this side connected. It's not going to give me There we go. Like that, and then slope this off so that it looks a little bit better. Also, I don't like the bridge style. I don't want that. Let's see if we can't get something that looks a little nicer. Let's go to our thing here. I want 4-lane roads. Whoops, I want this to be a bridge. Bullshit, I can't upgrade it. Yeah, I dig that. And we'll make it that way on this side as well. And there, just for continuity's sake, so it looks nice. And then we just need to slope these ends off, but I'd really like this bit to be elevated right here, and I don't know why it didn't. Basically on that bit that's raised up, I wanted it to slope down. So from basically here, I want to use my slope tool to there, and hit enter. Nice 2% grade all the way down. Now I just need to fix this. Okay, that does need to be like that. And this just needs to be a middle. Yeah. Cool. So that gets these two sides reconnected. It gets this reconnected. Well, it gets the side mostly connected. It will connect eventually. I just don't know exactly where yet. We're going to unpause though, because we've got our connections back in. Let's see how this grid is going to finish out. Let's delete that, because I just told it to be a bridge. So I should just be able to run this all through here and just fill it out. Cool. And then run this all the way up to here. Just want to see where this is going to be able to naturally kind of like transition into this neighborhood. I don't know that I've got an easy answer for that, honestly. Because this doesn't make a nice connection here. And I knew that having this over here at a different angle to the rest of the town would present issues. I mean, I knew it would. So it's not like I'm surprised that this is happening. I've never really stopped to try to figure out what it's going to look like until now. I just knew it was going to be a challenge once we had to do it. I'd really like this to be able to connect down there instead of bringing the traffic down, because right now they're all coming down and around. Well, that curve creates the optical illusion that this isn't straight. Oof. Messing with my eyes. So if we bring that to here, and then bring this to here, can I get clean connection here? No, not really. Can I get a clean connection there? I can, but then that's kind of weird. We are eventually going to build up this hill, so I don't want to connect here. And I really don't want to have a collector that just dead ends. How to do this, how to do this, how to do this. You know what we could do is get rid of these bridges here. And let's go ahead and finish this road up here. Ooh, that's not... Maybe I don't want to build up here, because I thought that was flat. Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought this was flat up here. We don't even want to build here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So... Now I can bring this to right here and then just make a nice curve into there. And now they have a straight shot on there, and they can come all the way out over this way if they want to. This road will probably change as well. This one right here almost definitely will change. We'll just have to see what that change is going to look like at some future point. And then we've got enough room up here for just a few more little stubs coming out. Straight. What were we doing here? 600. So we can do 600, and I'm not going to extend the collector on up. Okay, I screwed that up. Double check my train heights. That's probably the last one I'm getting in there. Yep. Up here we've got a little space, so let's see. Whoa, hello, what's happening? Hello? That was weird. Just all of a sudden my computer thought my mouse was off that monitor. That was fun. Oh yeah, that is, see that's, oh that's because this isn't a collector, that's why there's a gap. Okay. It's fine then. It's fine. Here. Here. Here, and maybe right here. Yeah, we can just get rid of that, or get away with that one. So a little bit of gap there. We can have woods and things up that way, and that will look quite nice. So we've got this weird section here, but we can maybe make that a park or something. So I don't have a collector connecting anywhere but here and here and here on my arterial, and I think that will be okay. I don't even know that we need this, to be honest. Be a collector. I think that can just be a local road. We'll do 400. And we'll just force this in right here. There we go. It's going to make a weird thing right there, but we can fix this by just pausing, delete, 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 and then reconnect this bridge with curve. Like that. There we go. Cool. That's a nice gentle turn. I can get down with that. We might be able to squeeze in one more block here. Just. So what we'll do here is bring this out. So we're going 600. Let's go 300. There is no 300 on that one. And then curve this one. Let's turn anarchy off. There we go. We'll just curve that in, and then we'll do the same up here. Make a nice connection between the two. There. I like that. And then here, I might be able to get away with something like this. Let's see if I turn off the bending roads. It doesn't like it. It likes it if it's a bent road, but I don't like it when it's a bent road. Yeah, I just don't. I'm not a fan. Not at all, but I also don't like that it's just all these gaps. Especially when that's a pretty straight shot right there. In fact, that's a really straight shot. So maybe we'll just anarchy it in. I mean, those are rough intersections, but I kind of like how it gives us a defined edge right along the hillside here. I kind of dig it, so I think I'm going to live with it. So that's this side of the neighborhood almost put in. Just need to make a few last connections here. Cool. And again, up here, I don't know, I can connect like these guys, and that'll give us a little bit of extra connectivity. And then I can probably get these bridges back in and just bring them into these local roads. So let's see what we can do there. Probably have to have anarchy on to make these work, I think. Oh, that doesn't line up nicely, though. We'll see what we can do with it. I want you there. I want you there. This one isn't going to have any trouble lining up. So are these elevated at all? Like... Okay, so that is a whole different span length. So I need to do something like that again. So let's try again here. And that is 500. Come on. Let me have it, please. It doesn't want to go there. It's being so contrary. Turn off everything to angle. I don't know how that's 500 from there to there. Over here it's not. What if I make it go up? Ah, that's what the difference is. Okay. So let's turn our road guidelines back on. There we go. Yep, sorry about your house. That's the way it needs to be. And then we go over to like right there at that same height, and then we go down. And while we're going down, we're gonna make a nice curve here. This one though doesn't really have anywhere that it can connect nicely, so we're just gonna say sayonara to that one, and a house can be built there. And that just gives us, again, a little more connectivity. So that there's more than one option. Not everybody has to funnel down this middle road here. It's hot in here. It had cooled off to 75. It's already back up to 78. I really don't want the trucks using the local roads, though, and they currently are. It's a bit of a worry. Okay, so let's see what we want to do going on this other side. So this is going to be temporary, 550. This is literally just to get us symmetrical on both sides, and then we'll delete, and also switch back to the bicycle road. And then 400, 400. And 600. Don't know that I'm going to get bridges in as I was hoping. I don't know if they're going to be able to fit. We'll see. But I'd like to have more connectivity than just the collectors going through here. I think it would be helpful. Was that one 760? No, that one's 600. Wait, we got off here. Yeah, okay, I screwed up. Screwed up. So how exciting is this, watching a guy build some roads? That's still not where it needs to be. Is this one? Somewhere I've gotten off kilter. That one looks right. That one's fine. That one's not. Okay, so we're going to have to measure each individual one of these. I obviously messed up over here. No? 600. Oh, I see what it was. I was looking at the wrong guideline. Easy fix. There we go. Now that should be 600. Yep. Then 600 more. And just want to see where these guys are gonna kind of naturally end as well. Out there. I don't think there's a need to bring it up any farther. So, can I get a good curve in here? Yeah, looks fine. And then this can just... I think this is all going to be a park area with a pedestrian bridge over it, like this whole space right here. Because the nearest park is there, or way over here. So let's investigate the possibility of bridges, shall we? And see what they're going to look like. So I think it needs to go up 7 to get across this road. No, 8? It needs to go up 8, okay. Yep, 8 it is. And that gives me... Why is it not showing my number of units that it costs? It's supposed to. Is it too steep? Nah, that's fine. I like that. That'll work. So that'll give us little bridges across. So we're just going to build all the bridges real quick. And then we'll connect them down to the ground. Because it's pretty easy, because they're just all right here on the same grid. I don't know why I've got my arms crossed like that. That was weird. I was thinking I was going to have to hit the button again, but I don't, because I can just do this now. Connect all of these. So that gives us multiple connections from side to side without interrupting the arterial. This big 6-lane road. We want that to be a nice uninterrupted run with just the intersection here and here for collectors. I think that makes for a good decision. Still leaves me plenty of zonable land in here. Granted, a lot of this isn't going to get used. Like, we'll only go up to there. But we'll do something with that space. I don't know what yet, but we'll do something with it. Maybe just make it a nice walking area. As part of the park. Put like a fence along the arterial. Put like a park entrance. Like there and like there. And just have a path that just shoots back in behind all these houses. And maybe every kind of a couple blocks have another park entrance. I think that could look nice. Back to grid though. So what we do? 1, 2, 3, and then we did a collector. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then that should be 440. Yep. Cool. So the collector goes up. Let's make sure we're not disrespecting any topography back here. There's a bit of a hill, but I don't think that hill's supposed to be there. I think we meant to flatten that out a long time ago. Oh, that's budget panel. So we're gonna just say goodbye to this real quick. Yeah, it's not even supposed to be there. It's just I missed it when I was flattening things out. And I'd like to get like a second collector on this side before we transition back to a different grid. That is my goal. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th one. Okay. Cool. So 440 to start. And so it's 1, 2, 3. That's our 4th. This is our 5th. And so our 6th one needs to go 440. And that will be a collector. So that is going to tell us basically where this road is going to wind up connecting in. I'm going to get rid of all of that for now. Just temporarily. Bring this up and see where this is all going to go. I'm gonna run that up pretty far because I know for sure I want these two to connect, and I want that to connect. Let's bring these down to our collector, and then run them up. I may even do one more big run here. So the question is, where is this now going to connect in to the collector? Ideally, it would have connected in like here, like curved here and came down to this. But that would be a pretty big stretch. Let's see what that would need to look like. This in. Boom, 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 boom. With the ground being nice and flat, we're getting tons of buildable land out of this. Wow, we've got industrial demand. It's been a while since we've had that. Alright, so if we did that and got rid of a couple of these bridges, I just want to see where I could get this to connect here, maybe. So if we got rid of all this. Sorry that you were driving on that bridge as I deleted it. I'm sure that was a big inconvenience to you. There's just a truck out there driving, and then, ooh, yeah, this is a little close here. Actually, it's a little too close. This would need to end here. And have my curve like that. Yep. Hello, go straight across, please. Thank you. So basically that gives this road the ability to come all the way across there, or they can make a left there and come down to the arterial. And keeps the two sides of the town connected so that to go from here to here, you don't have to go all the way up into the highway, all the way through all that madness. Plus, it gives them access to this highway. Though I don't know that any of them are actually going to go that route. Let's find out. Why is it not letting me use this? There. No, we do. We have people coming up here. Or no, we got people coming in and going that way. The people coming down are jumping down these collectors and coming that way instead of seeing. Yeah, I guess that would be longer. But we can fix that somewhat by increasing the speeds along here. So we've got that just down at, what, 35 miles an hour? This side's at 35 miles an hour. Let's encourage people to use this by really increasing the speed along here. That way, it's less attractive to go down through here and make all these turns. I'd really just have this be more local traffic. So then the question is going to be, where is all of this other stuff going to connect? I don't think I'm going to be able to get a bridge in here. I just don't think it'll work. It just won't make a nice curve. But we can probably connect up to some of these roads pretty easily. I'd like to get the rest of it built off of like this funky grid over here, which is going to make it even harder to integrate it all. I like this side to kind of come down at this other angle just to, you know, again, break things up. Just give it a... It's still a lot of grids, but it's grids that are not repeating over and over and over and over and over again. So how could we connect these? This one can connect right here. This one's easy. This one, not so much. There's a giant storm a-brewing outside your house right now. We're going to have storms tomorrow. So that works nicely. I don't want the collector to go that way. I want it to go more this way. Where would the collector need to be over here? That's 1, 2, 3, 4... And it would come out right about there, so it's not really going to be anywhere advantageous for us. So I guess I could just bring it up and in right there. Really, I only went 600 off of that. It should be 660. So we're going to do it right on this side. Just want to get an idea of something here real quick. So that's where that would go if I was following the same grid. Just experimenting here real quick. Bear with me. So I think if I bring this up and just connect it right there, just a nice curve that way. Do I want to do the whole thing as a curve? It'd be really hard to get it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then we can just connect these guys. Excuse me. Connect him. Connect him. And we'll connect this way. Off like that. And then this can make a connection there. And then that gets me shifted to this new grid. So it would go 1, 2, 3. Let's just go ahead and put it in. See where it's going to be. Obviously, it's going to do some weird things on this end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where our collector would wind up going on this side, which is again going to make for a weird intersection, but I'm good with it. So that would go there. This collector is going to stand in for that. These are going to get cut off and do weird things. Cool. So let's get some water pipes in here. Let's get a park built and then zone this out. I want to get rid of this nonsense. There we go. And then just bring this straight up this way. It's mostly under the road where it belongs. It's a little off. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to storm tomorrow. Sadly, I don't think it's going to cool off, though. Like, I think it's still going to be, like, really, really hot. Yeah, tomorrow around 2 in the afternoon, we're supposed to start getting rain. It'll cool off about 6 degrees. So it's, whoops, there, no, this way. That's our forecast tomorrow around 2 p.m. And then it's actually going to get down to 71 tomorrow night. That'll be the coolest it's been at night in a while. So let's go under here. Let's turn all of our snap twos back on. Let's actually do this. That doesn't want to snap the way it should. Yeah, it's being very... wants to go there or there. Okay, we'll just go here then. That's fine. Over to here for now, and then our best coverage, so I can't go there. If I go here, to be way overlapped. If I go here, though, the overlap isn't as bad. So we'll do it this way. That works. And then that lets me go under this collector. And this road? Yep, this road. Ding. It's such a satisfying sound when it does that. Ding. Ding. I'm just going to keep saying ding. And so this would need to terminate out here. So there are no roads for it to go under. Cool. This one here. And I don't need to make a connection there. So then same thing down the other side. Right to there. And then here. You would never in a million years see this big of a development, like, have all of its infrastructure built out long before. I guess it'd be built in phases in real life, but, you know, this isn't real life. This is a video game. So then that can run all the way up there. This one can run all the way to here. We'll go here, and then we're going to follow this road just for now until I see where this is going to go. So that's not going to let me make that angle, so I'll have to go there. Whoa! What just happened? I swear things are being buggy tonight. I don't even know what that was. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought was going to happen here. So then we'll run this one manually across. It's about there. And we should be able to get a good connection to there. Don't need to worry about connecting those, but we do want to connect this little block right here. And then all of this. Run that over to there. And then bring these up. I just realized I hadn't looked at like my city population or budget or anything in quite some time. Again, doing weird things. So that gets that in, and then we'll go around this corner. Now we'll turn those off. We'll follow this across. Not gonna be perfectly straight for the pipes, but I won't tell if you won't. So we've just got a couple little areas that still need some water. I'm telling, you didn't draw your water pipe straight. We can get this covered here. Part of it. I don't like how that went. Let's just do this. This will get it all. Little section here. Ooh, that does not want to connect. And that should get all of that covered with water nicely. So we've got this big gap here, and I don't really know. I'm thinking that this can be like, I can run just a local road down here and have like some trash services and stuff like that, or that are brought back and off of and away from the main bit of town. So if this was 600, if I go like 1200, yeah, I didn't go 1200. What if we just go 900? Because that's 1.5. There's no 900. We can do that. See, if we just did something like this and then just had a couple connections to it, we could just have city services and things kind of chilling down here and on this side as well. So that this area has access to garbage collection and all that. So our nearest garbage collection is either going to be way over here or way back here. So this way we'll have local services for those purposes. And I think I'm even going to put in another one of these big waste processing companies. That's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Where's its pollution circle extend to? I see where its noise circle is, but I don't see where its pollution circle is. And we might not be able to get away with this big boy down here. I thought it was going to be... So is that noise in that big circle? No. So that whole thing is its pollution circle. No bueno. We've already used the ultimate recycling plant, so that's out. So I'm going to bring in just a block here. So maybe instead we have to use these guys, which is fine. So let's do a couple of recycling plants and a couple of these. And that should be sufficient. And then what we can do over on this side is some water treatment, or we could even do water treatment down here. I bet it would fit. Yeah, we could do some extra water treatment down here because the town is getting low on those services. So we can just have a treatment facility. You know, it'd be the first thing you see when you come into this little neighborhood is the poop place. But you gotta put the poop somewhere. Wise words to live by. You've got to put the poop somewhere. And that should give us a mass... Yeah, look at that. Our sewage capacity just skyrocketed. So we do the same thing over here, but do just like water pipes. Yep. That'll work. I like that idea a lot. 3, 4, fifth one on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One there.
I got him.
Please, Shibe. Didn't you just start your stream like 5 seconds ago? What's up? How's it going, Shibe Raiders? How's everybody? I haven't had a Shibe raid in forever, mainly because Shibe doesn't, you know, ever stream anymore like he's supposed to. What's going on, guys? A literal spoon. Man, I am honored that a literal spoon is here. Oh, I made a road crooked. Look at that. You made me nervous. You made me all nervous with all the attention. What's up, guys? How you doing, Raiders? It's a quiet, chill night over here with some Cities Skylines. Carlyology, a new chatter. What's up? And Shibe did a thing with 28 months in a row. Dude, legend. How you guys doing? You never been here before? Hi, I'm Brandon. I am also known as God in Shibe's community for reasons. Tansius! Oh my god, there's a name I haven't seen since like the last Shibe stream. Isolating cause COVID. What'd you go and do a thing like that for? By the way, I also need a haircut. Like, drastically need a haircut. How was the Minecraft stream? Shibe doesn't play Minecraft. That's nonsense. Set the light color to red and orange. Or just red or orange. Red and orange is going to take a while. But I could do just red. I think. Yeah, they're all red now. That's a reddish orange. Does that work? Does that work for you? Okay, there you go. You got red. I mean, there is orange as well. Wow, that's totally a different color, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, I like the red better. Minecraft was fun. Good. I'm glad you had fun, my guy. You deserve it. What were we going to build over here? I don't remember. I got distracted by Shive. It happens. Let's put another, like, disaster response unit over here. Water, that's right. We're going to put water over here. I think I also want to try to shoehorn in a couple other disaster things, or at least just one other disaster thing. Our fire helicopters. Ooh, that fits perfectly right there. Look at that. And then we'll just do some water towers, like, zipping through there. Like, zippity freaking doodah. So like to there. By the way, Bard, how are you? How's it going? I haven't seen your name pop up in chat in a couple minutes. This will like overbuild here. But I want them to be nice and evenly spaced because that makes my brain happy. Oh wow, we're getting like all the water out of this. Tired? I'm tired too. I may have gotten into a bit of a brawl last night. No joke. And I'm a bit tired from it. Yeah, I went to a pro-choice rally last night. Make sure I don't alienate anybody. And I expected it to just be like some people speaking, you know, just people, you know, hands off my body, you know, and just a normal, peaceful thing. And when I got there, it was pretty tense. There were counter protesters and protesters. So there were like a lot of Proud Boys looking people. There were people from both sides, open carrying guns. And the two sides were literally just divided by the police. The police had, like, down a main sidewalk, were keeping the two sides apart from each other. So it was like this line of cops back to back to back to back with their, like, riot shields. And on either side of them, different opposing points of view shouting at one another across the police. And the group I went with were like, we're going to kind of stay away from that, if that's all right with everybody. I'm like, yep, fine with me. Fine with me. And I don't know, right before the sun completely went down last night, the cops, for whatever reason, just like bailed. Like they all went from making that barricade to just, they all went up to the Capitol building itself, like near all the entrances. I don't know if there was like a threat against the Capitol and that's why they went there or what, but because of that, now there's nobody dividing the two sides, and it got really tense. People got like in each other's faces. There was pushing, there was shoving, there were a couple punches thrown. But we were off back from it a little bit. I want this to be perfect, and it's not being perfect because of these stupid bridges. Oh, stop snapping onto the bridges, you hateful, hateful game. So anyways, that went on for like 15 minutes, and then, and I kid you not, I'm pretty sure they were like Proud Boys people, because they had, you know, like all the black, you know, denim jackets and the patches, and they were proud. I'm pretty sure they were just Proud Boys. I don't know how many of them it was, maybe 3, maybe 5, came up to where we were. And the guy that had a bullhorn from my group. Like, no joke. He was sitting there shouting stuff over a bullhorn. Was in a wheelchair. And they got in his face and started, like, shoving him and everything. So now we've got, like, 3 or 4 of these dudes right there with our group of, like, I think we had 15. And then there was a couple other small groups of people around us. And they're sitting there, they're shoving this guy, like this guy in a wheelchair. And getting, you know, more and more hostile as each second kind of went by. And the guy in the wheelchair, you know, didn't help matters any. He started, like, you know, ramming them. Like, he would grab his wheels and ram back and forth into them. Which, you know, that probably wasn't the smartest idea, but he did it. That caused... Oh, I just realized I'm screwing up here. That caused one of those Proud Boy idiots to take a swing at the guy in the wheelchair. But as the guy in the wheelchair... or as they took a swing at the guy in the wheelchair, his wife, like, leaned in. I don't think she saw that the dude was about to be punched. And so instead of punching the guy in the wheelchair, this big old burly dude punched a woman. Knocked her to the ground. And once she was down there, they just started wailing on her. Like, full-grown men kicking and punching this woman who's already on the ground. And I don't know, I'm usually quite the pacifist. You know, like, I don't get involved in violence. But I saw that and I don't know, I couldn't just stand there and watch. So at first I started just trying to shove the guys away, you know, just to get them to go. And most everybody else that was in my group kind of joined in. You know, we're just like, you know, you need to go. And then I saw one of the guys, the counter-protesters, break away and was going after this really old dude that was with us. Like, dude had to have been like 70s, 80s. He was old. And was shoving him and just shoving him and shoving him. And I saw that the guy didn't know I was there to his side. I may have sucker punched him, knocked him to the ground. Which, again, that's not like me. I'm not a violent person at all. I'm not proud of what I did. I think it was the right thing, you know, to defend a disabled man and a woman. But at the same time, I'm not proud of it. But it was something else. Like, I've never been a part of something like that ever. Don't ever want to be again. Those 2 inches is really close, but whatever. It was a scary night. Do one there. We'll do... Yeah, I'm definitely, you know, I'm not, I don't know, it's hard to, like, it's hard to describe. I know I did the right thing by standing up for, you know, and trying to protect some weaker people. At the same time, it didn't feel good to do it. You know, it just didn't. But my hand is really sore because of it. And I don't remember getting hit, but I had to have at some point because I've got bruises on my back and, like, down my side. I don't remember. Maybe it was just elbows that got thrown my way. I don't really know. But I don't remember ever being hit. But it was just, I don't know, the whole scene was just surreal. That doesn't work. That's the first time I've ever been, like, in a violent altercation in my whole life. Like, ever. I am not a violent person. I kind of abhor violence. This isn't cooperating with me. this go under? No, there's a pillar right there. Will it go under here? Ah, it'll go under here. Cool. So it's going to have to stop like there. But I'm alright with that. Bring this straight that way. So then we can just repeat that here. That's this tile. And then this one can go the whole run because these are bridges that whole way. It just doesn't, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't look straight. It is, but it doesn't look straight. Whatever, it's fine. And then we will do a fence along this backside. We're not really going to get anything in here. It's just going to be a walking path. That's all I really want it for. I mean, we could put, we'll have park amenities up in this bit, but back here, I'm not really all that worried about it. Oh, it won't let me do that. So we'll have to go like here. Bring this one across and see where these two can connect up nicely. Yeah, I know the space is already occupied. I just want you to look. Come on. Do it. Go to the straight line. There you go. Clips through that bridge a little bit, but we can live with that, can't we? And then we'll run this to here. Hey, Kiltastic. What's up, buddy? You are late. How dare you? How dare you be late to my stream? Love you, Kiltastic. You missed a really fun playlist. What is that? Is that like a massive piece of like dust just flew by, or what was that? I don't even know. So leave that open. I don't know that I like this bit here with the fence back here. I think I don't want the fence back here. I think I just want the fence up against collectors. Yeah, I don't want this bit of fence here. So just have that run back there. Actually, we don't even need that. We don't even need that. Now the question is, I want to get like a pedestrian bridge to go up and over in a couple places. I know we've got regular like road bridges, but I want to get a pedestrian bridge across. And I don't know exactly where I did it. Well, those shy breeders really stuck around for a long time, didn't they? There we go. To be fair, my energy and Shibe's energy are way different. Like, way different. Shibe screams a lot. I don't. So I'm going to go here, here, and then we'll end here for now until I figure out what we're going to do down here. So again, it's just a walking path. It's not, this isn't here for anything good. I'll put like a dense row of trees along here so that as people are walking, they can get in there. I'm tempted to connect it in a couple places, since we've got the bicycling path in there, but I don't know. I just think it would be a bad idea. But where am I going to get pedestrian bridges in? Like, I want one over here, but I also want one going across there. So what if we do 6 get across? Well, I need to, there we go. I know how to get across that. Let's turn all of our snap twos back on. And also let's turn anarchy off to make sure this will really clear the road. It will not. Okay, so it needs to be 7. So if I do this, and then bring it across... Oh, really? You won't get across there now. So I go up 8 here? When does the next YouTube episode of Cities Skylines come out? Monday, like always. Or Tuesday, sorry, my bad. It's already uploaded. It's ready to go. I've been on the ball, man. Though this Monday's is the last one I have recorded. I need to record some more. Which I'll probably do this Monday. Because I don't know when, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be an Astroneer update pretty soon. And the GTA update pretty soon. So I'm going to be pretty busy with both of those games. So then if we just bring this down... like that. I mean, it's weird, but it gets us pedestrian bridges across. And we can, like, turn off these crosswalks and make people pay us to cross the road. Or they can just go walk on the streets. Does that look stupid? Be honest, does that look dumb? It's very functional. I mean, you know, it definitely serves a purpose. And there'll be, like, buildings of some sort right here. But see, that'll enable us to get rid of people crossing here, which will be good for traffic. So we can disable all these crosswalks. In fact, let's visually disable them too. I think you can do that with this. Oh, I thought there was like a little on-off button for the crosswalks. Guess not. Let's also make this a little bigger just so that they can make turns faster. That should be good. Yeah, that's a much gentler curve there. I really thought there was a way to turn crosswalks on and off, like visually. I really thought you could. Guess not. I could have sworn I've seen other YouTubers just go in here with that, and then it gives like a little on-off thing towards the bottom. Whatever. It's fine. They can't cross there anyway. Alright, so that gets that part done. Now I want... this will be where the actual park is, up here. So, even though our main gate's way down there, we're going to put like the info booth and stuff like that up here. I wish it not switch to that. We'll do like a nice little courtyard when you first come in, and then we'll have the info booth next to that. I think that's good. And then we'll have a cafe next to that. Kind of space them out, and then there you go. If you get the trots while you're out running down the pathway, a bathroom. You got a hydrate command coming in. Yes, I said the trots. So we could bring this path on up to here and like here. I kind of want it to follow the curve of this road, and that's going to be tricky. Or not. It's going to be easy. Never mind. But I don't want it connecting there. I want this one to follow this curve. My snap twos are being a pain in the ass. There we go. And bring this to here. And this down to here. And that gets rid of all those connecting points. Cool, cool, cool. And then we can just put part pieces in here. Like we can do a playground there. Put a playground there. Gazebo. Do the other gazebo. Don't really have any water amenities here. That gives it a pretty high entertainment value. There's a coach with the last name Trots. Really? Oof. Sucks for him. And then I could maybe do paths back in through here as well, just to give them a couple ways around. Might be able to squeeze them in if I turn all my snap twos off. Like, come through here-ish. I meant to have a curved one, but whatever. Very Trots. We'll curve that back and then go in there, and then off of here, we can just do a big swoop. I like this little park. It's just a nice little park. And then we'll do something similar over here. Hello, mouse, can you operate? We'll bring this out. It's right about there-ish. Now let's go here. We'll go there. And then we'll get rid of that connection in a minute. And we'll go here, and then I want to bring this straight across here, and then connect these two guys. Like Shizo. I said Shizo, deal with it. And everybody's like, oh, Brandon, why did you do that? And there. Very irregularly shaped parks, but I like them. And then on this side, I don't know why I keep clicking that. We'll do the big chessboard. Like right here. Cool. And then some more play places. Leave enough room for a path. And then we won't do a second info booth, but we will do another cafe. But it's going to get tight to get the fence in there. And restroom over here. And then we'll do a gazebo or something. Let's move this to here. Throw a gazebo in right there. Cool. Turn off all of our snap twos. And bring some paths through here. Still wanting to snap there, though. Gonna make this a bit tricky. Bring that out like that, and then... Come on. Like that. And like that. That works. Lovely little city park. That will level up to a level 5 in no time at all. Especially once there's people living over here. So now I can finish off the fencing. Spending a lot of time on a park. Way more than I would normally do on a park. I really am tempted. It just won't let me get a fence that runs parallel to the path. It'll delete the path. And I don't want to bring it out like that. I mean, I guess I could. It only takes up one space. But then it doesn't fit under the bridge. Boo! Do not like. Speaking of, this starts curving here, so we need to try our best to figure out how to get this to follow this curve. And it doesn't wanna. It does not wanna. So instead, we're gonna have to use the freeform tool and try to get it to cooperate. No, I want you here in the middle. Turn off grid. Let's turn off road guidelines. There we go. And then I'll just wing it and get this to come around this corner here. there, and then we can go straight this way. Let's turn off all of these now. Get that right about there. Then across to here. Try to just eyeball it and get it straight. Yeah, that works. That works. And then back to the curved one. Actually, this needs to come out a little farther, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit. We'll just use move it for that. Alt? Yeah, alt. It's in a grid. Right about there. I do like that curve of that fence. Just kind of keeping it separate. And we'll dot quite a few trees, like right at the edge of the road, just to make the park feel really separate from the road. Now this one might be a little tricky. Actually, no, that does end at the end of the block. I want this to come out a little farther. Okay, we're gonna have to very carefully bring this down to about there-ish. Now give this a shot here. I can dig it. Yeah, I can dig it. I just don't know how I feel about this fence. Like, so if I do this here, and that, see that one, turn off road guidelines. If I go here and do that there and that there, obviously I can't connect underneath. But then I feel like I should do it on this side, but then that just leaves like that one little bit right there, so why wouldn't I just do that on that one? And then here it's even worse because we've got this path back here, and it will interfere with the path. But we wouldn't want a building right up against that path, so here it would need to come to like right here. Yeah, that's where it would need to go there. And then here it can just be open and I can just run the fence like right there. Or even better yet, I can run the fence here. And leave that completely open. Am I overthinking fencing? I think maybe I am. I think I have gone down a rabbit hole of fencing. Granted, it's bigger on that side, but whatever. Oh, there's already people walking down through here. Dude, where are you going? There's nothing over here. You work there, and you're gonna... Where did you come from? You're walking that whole way? Look at her! Check her out. Oh my god, look at all those plates. Oh, this is actually not, other than the trees going through there, but we can fix that. This is not a bad little walk. That's kind of steep. Yeah, we got some sections that we need to get rid of trees on, but other than that... Oh, hey! Another guy walking. We've also got grass down here, but there's nothing you can do about that. It's just... the texture just pokes through. And you just kind of have to deal with it. This is a lovely little walk. Now imagine that there's like some trees along the side here that screen the road a little bit better. And I think it'll be... Alright, so let's figure out where we need to get rid of paths with trees. We know obviously right here we need to replace that with just regular path. We don't want trees poking through there, and same here and here and here. I wish... You know what we could do? Let's find... Let's just do like that under there and then continue it with trees. Yeah, that's better than deleting that whole bit of trees. Just get under the bridge and then we can have trees. There we go. Over here, but it's too short anyway. Anywhere else trees poking through? Yeah, right there. Whoops. Didn't mean to go that far. Snap to that, please. Or not. Okay, fine. Trees. The thunderstorm has gotten louder. I like a good loud thunderstorm, even if it does mean I'm going to lose internet. I love me a good loud thunderstorm. And then we've got trees. Sweet. There, we need to fix this side. Why didn't it? I made that all one segment. It did it in all those places. So I'm going to have to go through and add a node. There and there. Did it do it back here too and I just didn't notice? Yeah. I'm just going to have to add nodes. And that'll just be the easier way to solve this. Is there a tree going through there? What is... No, it's just actually a sign. Okay. I saw the sign. Opened up my eyes. Let's put a node in there. Yeah, this is working much better than what we were doing. Those are fine. That's not fine, so I need a node there. And back to here. On the other side as well, please. Oh, I already have one. Okay. I can do that little section, but not that little section. So then here, I can do that and that. And that looks tremendously better. You know what? I've been playing for an hour and 40 minutes and I haven't zoned anything. So let's start zoning some stuff, shall we? We're not going to put anything down this arterial. Nothing. Nothing. But we are going to have a bit of commercial here. Backing right up against this. Commercial would want to be right on a collector like that. That's where you would expect to find your shops. It's all going to be low density. Do we have a high-rise ban in the citywide? We don't, so I need to make a district because I don't want any high-rises. We're just going to make this one big, massive district here. Provided it doesn't crowd into this other one. Go back to the smaller one for that, and then back over to here for this. Whoop, gonna just cut that off, so let's be careful. Very careful, very delicate, very gingerly. This whole thing is gonna get a high-rise ban. I'm tempted to build a little bit of industry back here. We're also seeing a bit more traffic on our intersection. So I'm not sure the diverging diamond is going to keep us flowing. We may have to redesign that a third time. I had to replace what was originally there. What the fuck was that bug? That thing's massive. I hate that bugs fly in through my air conditioning unit. Drives me a bit crazy. And then down through here. Cool. And then we're going to get out the big brush and fill this all in. Whoopsie. I right-clicked by accident. Cool. This is Concord Park. I can get down with that name. I like it. And it's all going to have high-rise ban. Don't need to pay for high-tech housing because we're already getting the boost from having the what's it called? Eden Project. Eden Project. So we are going to do some offices down here. That's why we went through and... Oh, our park just upgraded. Neat. That's why we just went through and put the high-rise ban on. Because I do want a bit of office. Oh, wait. Before we zone too much, I don't need healthcare. That's covered by the medical center. But we do need fire and all that. A bug flew into your face. So we've got good fire coverage out to here. That sucks that a bug flew into your face, but... And getting fire coverage because we don't have stuff going across that... arterial is tricky. But because this is close to the arterial, it gets us really good coverage. Look at that. Drop you in right there, and then we should probably have postal services out here. And then some form of death care. Let's use the cryopreservatory. That covers a huge area. Cool. But it's up here that I want to build. So let's double check our fire coverage back this direction. If I go like off of here, does that get all of this covered? It does. Beautiful. Do I need another post office over here though? That is the question. Yes, yes I do. Of course it doesn't fit. There we go. So that gets us pretty good coverage there. One more there should take care of it. Fire coverage back to here is pretty good. What I think we could do back here is just like a couple smaller facilities. Like that. And then we're going to switch up to these guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get this all covered with city services so that we're just ready to go. And we can just start zoning stuff. So same thing back here. I think just a couple smaller buildings will get us covered. I'm going to give these guys post office. And those three. I know it says there's not coverage there, but they'll be fine. And then some death care. And that gets that all covered really well. So now let's just do our child care. So that covers this whole side pretty much. If I put one here, that gets most of that covered. That gets most of that covered. And then we'll do elder care as well. Because even though we have the health center, this still keeps your death rate low and your birth rate high by building those. So it's advantageous to continue using them. And though we don't need parks at all in this city, I'm still going to add in just a couple. Kind of by our child care facilities. Little playgrounds for the kiddies to go break their necks in. And we're even going to like leave them just their own little unzoned square. Just do like that to make some connectivity for them. No, I said I was going to zone shit and then stopped. But we're getting there. What? Killtastic. What? Are you jealous of my city building skills? And then we'll throw in a couple other random parks. Can I fit any of these big guys anywhere? Nah, not really. Breakthrough. Well, you know. You know me, I love children. I can get one of those there. I can get one of these here. And that's about it. I don't want to put them back here because that's my gross stuff. We're going to put like a buffer of trees there. Yeah, I don't like kids. Other people's kids are okay from time to time as long as I can send them home. But in general, I don't like kids. There you go. And a bunch of dog parks, because everybody loves a dog park. I dig it. I think this place is groovy. I still like my little islands. They make me happy. Okay, now we're going to zone. Now we're doing it. 4 realsies this time. We've got all of our services in. We are going to zone. And is this really steep right here? Is that why I didn't build anything? Yeah, so let's... Whoopsie. Be careful. Can I click that, please? Thank you. I want to be careful where we build here. I can probably get away with 2x2 on all this. And it'll be alright. And we don't have a huge office demand. We do have a lot of commercial demand. Go there, and then I want a little bit of commercial by my park entrances. Just a teeny bit. Not a great deal. Not big buildings. There. And then the rest of this shall be residential. Ooh, I just realized I do not have mass transit back here. Oops. We'll get that solved. And then I just want to come in here and get rid of these, because that'll just kind of drive me a little batty. So what mass transit do we want here? I mean, I could have a subway. Where's our nearest subway? Way up there. We don't have subway covering this area at all. So maybe we can build a subway that kind of like, I have an idea. It could start up in this corner, come down to here, come across to over here, come up to here, shoot to over here, because this area is high density and has no subway coverage. Shoot to over here. Oh, wait, we've got a subway line right here. So we can connect to there. Ahaha. I didn't realize I had that branch. Look at me building a thing for myself for later use. I am so smart. Okay, so cool. That answers that question. So let's go. So that's there. We would want to stop like here-ish. And we'll have to adjust it later, but we'll then come to over here. Posture check. So we'll go... Actually, no. Let's go a little further down than that. Let's go like... Let's get it closer. I really want to cover this side. Yeah, we'll go there. And then we'll have another stop. Even though these stops are going to be really close together, I'm gonna do it. And then our final stop will be up here. Not going to connect to over there, because I don't like the idea of subway going under the water. You don't have water at this stop, eh? Okay. There, now you do. Alright, so let's build a subway, and then we'll come through with bus lines to connect to the subways. So this just needs to kind of like go down to there, and then just make a turn. It's always hard to see when you're at a full line here. That can just go like that, and then these two, I'll run this one just straight up to there, and run this one straight over. And this is the little secret I've learned to making the good curves on subways. So you bring it up where it ends, and then you back it off by 2 full segments. Grab your curved road tool, and then boom, you got a nice high-speed curve. Little trick I learned. So this can just kind of like meander this direction to about, I just eyeball this one. There we go. It's close enough. And there, into there. Cool. So now we can have a stop on this outside section. That comes to. Oh, you know what I didn't do is connect it here. That would have been really smart to do. That would have really been good planning. There we go. Now we're good. So we'll get rid of that. Now we can create a new line. I'm so smart. There, in there, and then come back. And it'll be easy enough to add on. Like, once we have stuff come out here, we can have it, like, come this way and then over. So there, and then back again. Cool. And we will call that, what was this place called? Concord Park. Which is this one. And we will... Are Concord grapes purple? I don't know. We're making it purple. It's the purple line. Good God, there's 2,200 people using this metro. And not a single passenger passed by. 400 and some odd on that train. Jeez, that's a lot of people in one metro. And yet, we don't have a whole lot of mass transit usage. We got 173,000 residents and only 5,100 using mass transit. Not the best. I'm also going to add in down here by all of this city service stuff another bus depot. Simply because the buses would have to come from all the way out here. And that's a feels bad man moment. I just realized dynamic weather's not on. Does it matter? Not really, but we're going to do it anyway. So I wonder how many people are going to be able to live here. The estate's at the canal, 3,000 in just that little area. So this is probably going to be a good 20,000 people, if not more. But I also realized we don't have our disaster shelter, so we're just going to plop in a few here. I'll put one right next to the old folks' home. That should be plenty of coverage. And then for the areas that aren't quite covered, like right here, we can just go over here, do an evacuation route, and bring it right back. And then they can walk that distance. So cool. We have sapped most of our demand. We still have a bit of commercial and residential. They're probably wanting high density, to be honest, but they're not getting it. And then we're going to do a bus route. And these are going to be pretty long routes. I'm going to go every couple blocks. Then we're going to bleed over into this next area. And then loop back. There we go. And hopefully the game will be smart enough to realize, yep, to send them from there. Cool. So now we just wait for this to start filling in and see how we need to adjust our buses. Look at all this pedestrian usage already. This was a good call. I'm quite pleased with that. Everybody's upgrading like super quick. Like we've already got some level 5 buildings just instantly. Real quick, I need to check. Okay, we do have university capacity. Good. I am starting to see not enough goods pop up again, though. So I think that maybe out here we're going to have to expand with a bit more. Oh, no, the trains again. No. It's all because of where they exit town. See, they're just now, they get backed up where they exit the map. And I don't know how to fix that. If I could convince the freight trains to every other one switch sides, we wouldn't have a problem. But see, this side, plenty of room. This is what's causing our problem right now. Is that this side backed up. So as long as we get a few more coming this way, it'll eventually clear itself out. But we keep getting train backups on this map really bad. Mainly because we just have a lot of freight trains going in and out of town. Please go straight. Thank you. Like the next several of you, please go straight, you asshat. No, you are not blocking my tracks. Get out of here. That cargo's never going to reach its destination. What are you going to do? I love this highway connection. Not a lot of people coming out this way, but a lot of people coming in. Nope, not going to block my tracks. I just don't get why they favor this side more often. But if we come back here, hopefully... Oh my god, it's still... It's because we've got all of this traffic merging. And then we've got traffic merging here. And this kills our mass transit as well as our ability to get freight in and out for commercial. The only thing I could do would be to separate out freight from passenger, which I could squeeze that in here. I could squeeze in a second rail right next to that one and then straighten this off and have this come over here to this and have these guys serve just the passenger. But where I wouldn't be able to do that, I guess I could just have it... the freight come down here and then come here, because that's the end of passenger there. But then I would need a double passenger line through here, and I don't have the space for it. Right here is our problem. I would have to just eminent domain some houses and then just have a completely separate freight and passenger system. The only tough spot would be where it connects here, because this is my freight and that would be the passenger side, and here as well, because again I guess I could have the passenger dip it under a tunnel. I couldn't, because then I wouldn't be able to get it back up in time. But it's definitely problematic, because out here, this is my passenger line, and there's plenty of room here. Bring in a second line. It might be a little close right here, but I could squeeze it right in there and just run passenger through here. But then how would I get it? I guess I could make a bridge to go over these intersections. Well, that might work. If I start a bridge here, I could switch sides and have passenger jump down to there. But then I would need it to switch sides again, but that wouldn't be so hard because we'd cut that off. That might be something we have to look into, because this keeps becoming a problem. And it's the freight. Every time. And sometimes, I mean, look at this. These guys haven't yet been able to get out. Because it takes that long for that backup to go away. Oof. That may be what we spend the next hour doing is fixing rail. So big commercial demand, but our housing's not filling in, even though our housing was massive earlier. What's our unemployment sitting at? Only 5%. And we still have the demand for offices and the other word I'm looking for, industry. So we're gonna run this down here. Be a crosswalk right there. So we'll connect this right there. There we go. That just gives that a little bit of a feeling of a connection there. We can do the same thing down here. Just run it fairly straight until we get to a good connecting spot, which here is going to be about there, because our train gets unfavorable pretty quick, and that'll just give pedestrians just another way through. Nice little walking path. Not that these are going to get really utilized anytime soon. Actually, I take that back. This one's already being utilized. Never mind. By some lady pulling a suitcase. Are you a tourist? You are a tourist, and you are on your way to the airline lounge. Good for you. You gonna walk that whole way, or are you gonna go use mass transit? Kind of curious, honestly. Coming down here, so yeah, she's going to a bus stop. Speaking of, so we've got one really high demand, of course, right there by the subway. And they're all getting off there. So they're only going like a few blocks. How many cyclists do we have? I mean, I built all of these freaking roads with cycling paths, and I don't see a single cyclist anywhere. We do have the policy encourage cycling, right? Yeah. Yeah, nowhere do we have anybody using bikes. What we are going to do is turn off bike ban on sidewalks because they have no reason. Well, down here they would, though, because those aren't bike paths. Never mind. We'll leave it alone. We're starting to get the residential to fill in. Slowly but surely. Yeah, there's even some weird gaps, but well, that's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. And most of them are fully upgraded, so let's go ahead and do some more zoning. We will bring that down there, and then I'm going to do a row of offices here. And then commercial here. I don't know how I feel about that now that I've done it. Those offices are about the same size. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna stick with it. Oh, I didn't finish my fences down here on this end. Boo. Okay. Let's do some fencing then. Come on, there you go. And then here. Oh, that's got the fencing finished. So let's see. Yeah, we would want commercial to be right here by that subway, no doubt. Not going to zone anything past this road. because I want to reserve that for right away for traffic. I feel like we need just a bit more commercial. So I'm going to do that little node there as well. And maybe just a few shops here, smaller buildings. And the rest of this could be residential. I keep it backed off of that fence. But here we'll go right up against the fence. There we go. So we probably need to change the bus size, but decrease the number of them. Because look at that. 327, and that's just going to get worse. So let's give them... not the big bendy bus, but the regular bendy bus. I think it holds 70. Yeah. And I think because, I mean, there's 10 buses on here, that once they get to that stop, they should be alright. Of course, they're going around a different circuitous route. Let's give this line a name. We'll just call it the A line. This is all Concord Park, all of this. Be like A, B, C, and then over there will be D and E, and it'll confuse people because they're on different sides of the road. Alright, cool. So that one is hitting the subways now. Good, good, good. So hopefully we see that number come down pretty damn quick. Wow, big industry. And why do I keep saying industry? Industry, not industry, Brandon. English properly, please. I do like that R2 running down the middle of this. I dig it. Gives us good access. I don't know about the collectors being as far away as they are. I'm not sure if that's going to come back to bite us in the ass or not. I also realized, oh no, the same distance. I guess just because this side's filled in and that side's not, it looked like it was bigger over here. I can't believe this city's up to 175,000 people. It's kind of crazy. Let's get our next bus line in. This one is gonna run from here, and we're gonna go like a block away, and then they can just transfer. And then it's just gonna turn around and go back. Ooh, wow, that's a big long route you're taking through there. But okay. And then we'll have one that comes in this way. I want to get it over here to the subway. So let's go here, and we'll get our subway stop in there. And we'll kind of come back here. Yeah, we'll go around these edges. And then drop one in, like, back here. And then that should help us loop back around, yeah. And then hopefully this guy doesn't take a really long path. No, he's smarter. And then as soon as I can see some buses on these lines... Well, it looks like we have a bus traffic jam. Oh, is that you? Not the new one? Yeah, so 34 Concord Park B. Let's give you a better color as well. Let's go, yeah, there, green. I like it. I dig it. And then these are the other one. 35 Concord Park C. And you can be that color. So even though we don't have people out here yet, it's all right. Why are 70 people using that metro? There's nothing over here. Wow. That's weird. So we've got 4 trains on this line, and it gets close to full, but there's still room for 22 more people on there. So I think it's fine. If we need to, we can increase either a higher capacity train or a just increase the number. How many people are using this one? 113. That's just impressive. So, have you caught up with that yet? You still haven't managed to clean that up. I don't want to put more buses on the line. I'd rather just go higher capacity buses. So that leaves us with the Bendy bus, which gets 30 more people. Maybe that can take care of it. Because I think 10 buses is a bit excessive. You never understand why people ride anything with Cities Skylines, because they see it as a quicker path to jump on mass transit. If they can get somewhere with mass transit, walking or biking, they will. We've got the regular Bendy bus coming back and the super Bendy bus coming out. It's just all about the game looking at how long is it going to take that agent to reach their destination, and is there mass transit available? If yes, they're going to take mass transit. Unless driving would be quicker. Like if you design your mass transit really poorly, like if I had this subway stop connect to something way over here and then to this subway stop, they wouldn't use it. This intersection is holding up really well with our diverging diamond. But yeah, Hobo, it is the way it should be. I'm really pleased with how well this is moving traffic. I also like that it's a diverging diamond. Here comes this big crush of trucks, but just in time for a green light, so not even an issue. We did have somebody run a red light. This just works. We had these where I lived in Missouri. A lot of diverging diamonds. And they worked really well. I mean, they were still high traffic areas. But before they put them in the areas that they put them in, man. Oof,
I got him!
it was bad. Phoenix, what is up? Welcome, Phoenix Swarm. Uh-oh.
Experts predict an earthquake could hit the area soon.
Phoenix, why'd you bring an earthquake with you? This is rude. What's going on? Skyfall, Phoenix, Cedriel, Shaky Jake. How is everybody? Hello. I didn't see what you were playing though. I gotta pause for a minute and scroll up. Dead by Daylight. Did you get the bejesus scared out of you? 9 times STK Phoenix Pride Love combo. Nice. Sorry, you're in California. That's why you brought the earthquake with you. Makes sense. So, we just built this new area here, and we're in the process of adding residents, but that's now going to get interrupted because we had to evacuate everybody to a shelter. And now there's going to be high crime everywhere, and all the commercials will be like, there's nobody shopping. It's like, well, I wonder why that is. Maybe they're taking shelter from an earthquake. And so help me if this earthquake hits our oil industry like every other earthquake has. They had to have built on a fault line or something. The downside is all your buses go back to the depot. So, I don't know. Do people... Yes, even though there's people waiting on the bus, All the buses go back to the depot during the disaster shelter call. The metros still run and the trains still run. And the planes still land. But the buses are all... Is this going to happen? Are we going to earthquake? We're just kind of chilling and waiting. While we're waiting, I mean, now seems like a great time to add an antenna and another earthquake sensor. There we go. It's just not happening. Shake it over. Oh, I can't do that. I'm too sore. Oh. It shouldn't do too much damage. It just depends on if it hits right where there's a lot of buildings or not. I mean, a 1.7 can be bad if it's in a populated area. Oh, we're shaking. It's over by the oil industry again. That's got to be a fault line.
Earthquake is occurring. Don't panic and wait for
Enjoy your pizza.
the affected area.
I mean, it looks like a fault line through there. Yeah, it's doing a bit of damage because it's close to these buildings. It's destroying parking lot stalls is what's happening. That's what those are. Wow, this is shaking an awful lot for just a 1.7. Is it over? No. Okay, we didn't lose too much. Let's release everybody from the shelters. Wait for the game to freeze for a minute. And got 13 buildings destroyed, 12 citizens died, and 20 buildings set on fire. I do see all the fires out over there. Where are the 13 buildings destroyed? Oh, interesting. Just a good vibration. We lost some of our oil industry. Wow, all the way over to here. So we're going to have to wait for disaster recovery to come take care of that. And we'll also see a bunch of buses start coming out of here. Those buses never even made it back to the depot. I should have been using multiple depots all along. But I didn't, so whatever. Why do you only have 3 in use? Please tell me you're not sending them from all the way over there. Please don't send them from all the way over there. Oh yeah, the guy's coming to pick up the trash. Nice. It is. It's sending them all from way over here. Have our disaster? Yeah, they're starting to show up. The guys with the helicopters with the dogs. So there we go. Those parking lot stalls that collapsed have been searched for victims. I don't really know how a parking lot stall collapses, but there, we had it happen. Oh, over here. So that was 6 buildings. Where's the other 16? I don't see any other. Oh, way over here. Okay. It took out part of our park. A tent. A tent collapsed. Anywhere else? Oh my god. I've got to fix these train tracks. It's just... This is going to be such a nightmare to do. But I have to. I mean, this is no longer workable. We've got to have our passenger trains freed up. They can't keep getting in these traffic jams of trains waiting to leave the city. Oh, this is going to be such a pain in the ass. Because this is our passenger line right here. That's our passenger line. So clearly it's freight that's causing the problem. But that winds up backing up all the way to over here. Getting our passenger trains stuck. Am I going to be able to fit 2 train lines down through there? That's going to be super tight. Super duper tight. I'm gonna have to pause to do it because we're gonna disrupt so much that it'll cause problems. All right, let's figure this out. Let's fix it. So. Yeah, I didn't do that, and I'm paying the price for it. So what we want to do is sever this. And we'll bring the freight in and mirror this one. But then it's going to have, see, I've got this freight connection right here, and that's the one that I'm just like, how am I going to get? Because passenger needs to be on the inside here. And on the inside here, but on the outside here. And I don't have anywhere that I can get it to go up and over. As it is, it's going to be really hard to fit all this in through here. Like, really difficult. So I'm going to delete all of this nonsense for now. Maybe we can redo a better connection there, because I've never been happy with that connection. And then get rid of this for now. This side, it's not really a big deal. We don't run into the problem, so I'm okay with them merging there. Same with this side, because this side we've got passenger and freight on one line, and they've been okay because they really only come over here and over here, so they've been fine. So I think we're okay, like, from this point on, just leaving them combined on the same system. I think it's here that we need to split them. So first things first, we gotta see where we can get, if we can even get 2 lines through here. We're gonna lose some buildings. So this is the freight. And then I can get, I can get the passenger line through here, but man, it's really tight. Where's it not happy? Oh, these bridges aren't low enough. I'm gonna have to use the parallel road tool and get it like right next to it. But then what do I do down here? How do I have passenger be on this side and not cause a problem? I think I need to delete all of this and change where it is, because that's going down the center. I think if I bump this over just a little bit, that would be advantageous. So we're just gonna get rid of it all. This would never in a million years happen in real life. I'm going to delete it all the way to here. I'm going to get rid of this connection and figure it out later. Alright, so go back to here. Basically, I want both of them to fit under this pedestrian bridge. I need my road guidelines, though. Urgh. It's like I would want it to come through here. But I've got to lower it significantly to fit under these bridges. I think it was as low as you could go without being a tunnel, yeah. And even then, it's still having trouble with some of them. Oh, okay. That's weird. It can go under there if we can't clear that one. Oh, of course it can't. How does this look? That's still a bit too high, so I think we need to sink it a bit more. Just use move it and do that. So bring this out. We're going at a weird angle here. Let's... I'm not happy with the angle it's going at. This is going to take a while. So let's go like here. Sink it down. And get that piece in, and then put the second one right next to it. And then lower these both down a bit. And that'll let me see where we are at the bridges. That's weird that that's 2 segments. That's only one on the other side. So we want this to be clearing the bridge. And that looks like that should be pretty good there. That should be pretty good there. So now when I draw the tracks, they should stay at that level, yeah. So I can bring this all the way through. And come down here, grab this one, bring it all the way through. And this is where we run into problems. Because I need this freight line to not intersect the passenger line. But because of where it is, it's got to be down low to clear these bridges. Because I can't get it up and over all of this and still have an acceptable slope. You're really problematic, you know that? And I'm not going to redevelop all this land. Oh, hey, this intersection is still crap. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Let's continue running this out to about here. That's going to be a really nasty turn for that freight. Because I don't want it to... I don't want it to go through there. I want to have like a bypass track right behind it. So let's draw in the bypass track. Let's bring that up to ground height. So that's the track I want to connect to there. And then have it split off as well. Whereas this needs to come up and connect to these guys. Up here. So that one needs to connect there, but also go into that, and that. Oof. Big. Oof. Alright, so let's do that and do that, and then just wherever you will connect. Like that, but I also want them to be able to cross to either side. So that's the problem we ran into before, is that if a train was coming in from this way, it could only leave going back out that way. It couldn't go that way. Oh, hey. Another couple damaged buildings. That's not from the earthquake. Those burned down. This is tough. We might just have to lose a city block or two here. That would definitely ease the pain a little bit. So let's see what it takes to get this connected. So I want this to connect to here. So I'd want to do something kind of like this and then in. And that takes care of that. And then we could mirror that. And connect to that. That's a big nasty slope right now, but we'll deal with the big nasty slope. We've got all of this space to slope it off. And then this needs to connect there, which is, man, that's really short. It doesn't like super short connections, so I'm going to do this instead. And then I get the freight connected, and then we got to get under this. Well, that bridge doesn't have to be there. That bridge can be anywhere. But now how do I get all of this nonsense connected so that they can go both directions? So I want a connection that comes down and comes down and comes down and comes down, but that's just not something the game really works with very well. Plus, the height that we have right now is problematic. I can always bring this down here. Ooh, that's getting dangerously close to that, though. It's gonna start causing tearing, I bet. Oh, I does not want to connect anywhere. Just so little space here. And then see if we can't get this to do something graceful. I know that's too steep. Don't worry, we will fix it. Because it's causing all kinds of issues everywhere. We also took out our pedestrian bridge. But then how do I get this side to go this way and get this side to go this way? Let's do our main connections first. Here we gotta do a straight bit. Give me something to connect to. It's a pretty sharp turn, but see here I think it won't be a big deal to just do. No, it doesn't like it. Doesn't like it at all. You know what though? I don't care if it likes it. We're gonna make it like it. You can always use move it to clean these connections up. I don't like this crossing here, but whatever. And then we can come in here with move it and just grab this node and move that over. But here I think we have broken connections. We do. That gives us our connection, but then there's this nonsense, which I just don't like. And I don't know how else to deal with it, because I don't have room to bring a bridge out. Like a higher bridge to get it over. This train station's just in a bad space, a bad place. Like if it was just one block more that way. I'm not moving the train station. Maybe we just have to suck it up and not have the connections there. I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. Then I want this to kind of somehow swing around and get connected here, but I don't think that's going to be too bad of a bend. So let's get rid of this bridge. Okay, I was moving still. Let's get rid of that and that. Take that all back to there. Get rid of all of this. And I think we're fine merging passenger and freight back here. I think it'll be okay at that point. Though I may want to do it a little farther back. Maybe down here, since this is a big freight corridor, but this is passenger too, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It comes over here. So we have our passenger merging in here with freight as well. And that's because of this connection here that comes under the highway. Is that high enough? Yeah, it is. Just barely. So yeah, we'd have to do the merge down here. So let's get the passenger connected. Well, that's hideous. That's better. I can live with that. It's a little sharp coming out of there, but they're not going to be going super fast anyway because they're coming out of a train station. So then I need to get this passenger connection connected up to there. Like about there-ish? No, let's try to keep it a little closer here. And then bring it up about there. I gotta be mindful of this road too. I guess we could always dip the road under the tracks, except it comes up right there. We're gonna have these on the ground over here. We'll have this one come here. And this one join in about there. And that gets pretty much one train length. Not quite. Yeah, it's a little too close. Oh, stay right there. Yep. This guy needs to just follow this curve around. Not perfect, but it'll do. And now we can move this one in. And then we just need to get these two to now merge. Okay. So that road clearly dips under while the bridge is there. This is at ground height here. So let's see what the slopes look like on this. Okay. So from here to here to here to there. For the most part, it's really good. We've just got one little bad bit here. To bring that all down. That's not too shabby. So let's convert this to bridge. I've still got that selected. Ooh, it's being really finicky now. Bridge segments all through here, except that bit doesn't want to. We will make it cooperate. And there, cool. So now we need to get this slope taken care of. But we also need to worry about this nasty dip here. So let's worry about the nasty dips first. Let's go from here to there to there. Yeah, see, that's huge. Most of it's fine. This bit right here, not so good. So that gets that good. Then come through and do the same thing, but on the other side. Which it should be alright. Yeah, it's fine. And then from there to here shouldn't be too bad. No, it's not. Same from here to here is good. Here to here. Got a big dip there still. Oh, that's because I haven't done this track yet. Okay. So we need to go from here to here to here. Get that all nicely done. And then from here to here to there. Less than 2% grade everywhere, but this is still up too high out here. Way too high. I need it to be at least road height or lower by the time it's here. Like, this node has to be at that height. Can't tell because of all the trees. But it looks pretty spot on. What a pain in the ass this is. Whose idea was this? Also, why is this bumping up here? Let's just make these flat. There's not enough of a slope there to worry about. And why is it doing that? Like these tearings and these weird nodes. Probably because I'm breaking the game. It's not happy at all with what I'm doing. Oh look, do not make that a tunnel. There, that's fine. That'll work there. That'll work there. Still not happy that I don't have a connection from that side to that side, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. There's just really no way to get around it otherwise. So that side's on the ground. This side's up. How am I gonna get a road through here? I don't know. For now, we're just going to do this. And then we'll elevate it as needed and see what it looks like. So we need this node. Let's add a node to either side of the bridge. Let's move this one to there. And then add a node right here-ish. That in, and then these two need to clear that. This bridge may be not possible. That's not a whole lot of room for that bridge to get back down to the ground. 10% grade. And a 14% grade. Ouch. Also, why is it all lumpy and bumpy here? I'm not happy about that. Let's fix that. Oh, that one says it's a slope. That one says it's a slope. Is that a slope? Maybe that's where the problem... Yeah, that's where the problem's coming in. That one's already a slope. I mean, that bridge is a lot for, like, commercial vehicles to deal with. But it clears all of our rail. So I think it's going to have to be okay. So let's put the rail back on the ground here now. There doesn't need to be bridge pieces. I thought it was going to wind up being slightly elevated, but it's not. It starts going uphill there, so that needs to be on the ground. And then this, I think, we can get away with being on the ground. Right about there. And then we'll deal with those weird bits of terrain here in a minute. So that gets this end reconnected, but now we've got the problem down here. Because we've got... This is passenger, this is freight. That's not a big deal. We can connect this to here, run passenger right by it, squeeze the passenger train in right along here, and connect there. Not a big deal. What is a big deal, and then same thing with this freight, we can maybe squeeze that into there. Oof. It's going to be a challenge. We're probably going to have to lose a couple blocks here. But it's this intersection right here that is the problem child. How to get this freight to this bridge and keep no boats come under here, thankfully, so we can have a really low bridge. And that might be the answer. Have this freight come through with a lower bridge and see if we can't get the bridge for the passenger up a little higher and then back down. Like, keep freight at this level right here. I don't know if it's going to work, though. Is it wanting to give me guidelines? There we go. Right now, that's obviously too steep, but again, that's easy to fix. So then if we connect freight back up. Wait, no, I connected that to passenger. No. This side's freight. I'm glad I realized that now, and not once we had finished it all. What's that, Killtastic? Okay, so that will let me get that connected. I do. I need a haircut really bad. It's just not having my own car makes it difficult. Because for me to borrow my mom's car means I got to get up at like 6:30 in the morning. God, how is this gonna fucking work? To get this to a higher bridge, we might have to lose one connection here. That's gonna need to start coming up a lot sooner. And why does it keep doing this? There, I can just wiggle it and it gets rid of it. So if I then bring... So this connection isn't going to be a big deal. From here to like there. It's this turn that's the problem because we've got the passenger right there. We might have to lose two bridges. Whoops, not what I meant to do. So we would need that to be up a huge amount. Pretty damn quick. For that other rail to even have hope of getting underneath it. And then... it's gonna be sketchy as fuck. Let's turn anarchy off and make sure this is really all gonna clear. Yeah, see, it's not even high enough. Because this comes up such a huge hill. Okay. Let's fix our slopes. That'll get that down a little lower. Let's fix our slopes here. Well, that's a 4% grade. That's no bueno. That's still pretty bad. I guess we could go farther back on the bridge. That would really look stupid because it already looks dumb having the bridge that low there, but I made it worse. Damn it. This is really cutting into the terrain now. That's barely above the water. Maybe that's the solution. We just have this be really low. Let's see what we can do. From there to there to... Let's go all the way back here. Let's see what we can do. 2% grade that whole way. Choo Choo, you're going to have to be okay with the 2% grade. I'm sorry. You just are. You're going to have to just suck it up. So we need to slope all the way back to here. We've got a 5% there. The rest of it, we got a 3%. So if we do that, 1.5. Okay. We're getting there, but this is still going to be problematic. So I want to add a node right there. So as soon as we're underneath, or out from underneath that, we can start going up. So this is going to have to get in the air pretty damn quick. So I still got to get this rail to come underneath here. And that's going to be a tiny, tiny turn. That's going to be way too sharp. And Hobo's going to bitch at me about it. Also, this looks awful. But I should be able to fix this. Problem solved. All right. How high does this need to be to get across there? Let's find out. Turn anarchy back off. And I'm just going to bring it up like 10, and 10 is enough. Actually, that's more than enough. But, again, we've got to get a train underneath there on this side, so it can't go down too fast. So what would this look like? Like, I do this 5% slope or 5% grade, and doesn't leave me enough room to get the train under. Why did I think this was a good idea? Who talked me into this? So that needs to connect over here. And it's obviously way too low, but I'm going to use Anarchy for the time being. I'm going to go like... I don't even know what we're going to do here. There. And then a really tight turn. And then connect. Well, that clears. Oh, I see why it clears. That's not good. It's really dumb. All right. Let's fix that. Oh yeah, just 11% grade, 9, 10, whatever. 3% is the. Oh my god, that is so close. But I can live with it. This is a little too steep, but again, we're just gonna have to live with it. Because why are we in this view? What? What? Thank you for screening with me. Oh, this is not pretty at all. Okay, so freight on that side, and then passengers gonna have to come back to that side somehow. Unless I just delete all this and move freight over a little bit. That's probably the better play. We have this freight station here, so yeah, this can... From here, we're gonna have to get rid of a lot of this anyway, so let's just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go all the way back to here. Get rid of that. And that. Okay. So basically we need to go from here in a gentle curve up to there, and then that'll leave room for the passenger train to go right to there. But then the passenger train needs to reconnect and go through here. Like, it's gonna just branch off for that station, but it still needs to be able to go that way. Okay. So this will be the place that our two bridges diverge. Leave this automatic. We're gonna go kind of a swoop down through here. And a swoop up, like, we'll just stay where it was. And then use our curved road tool and make a nice curve here. At grade crossing, not ideal. But we already had at grade crossings there anyway, so it's fine. Let's see what our slope is now from here all the way to here. Oh, that didn't... What? What happened there? There's like this weird little node in there. Whoops. Let's turn anarchy off because it's causing us problems. That's why the train tracks did that. And then... And now that's not going to want to connect properly. Right there. Curved road tool to there. Fine with that. Now I can slope it because they're actually connected. So from there to there to there. Those are already to 0. Now they're at a 0.89. And that bridge is as low as it can be. Again, good thing there's no boats needing to come under here. Boy, that bridge would get flooded every rainy season. Alright. Oh, you're selected. That's why I can't select it. Now I just want to kind of mirror this bridge. And then from here, we'll kind of go straight, I think. I want the two start diverging somewhat. I'd rather this be straight through here. So let's get this where I want it to be. And we'll connect them. So that'll go all the way out to there. Oh, this bridge didn't follow the right path. Why are we underground? Can we not be underground? Can you stop that, please? There. So this can go straight to about here, and then it needs to curve, or can we just like... Obviously, I'm not going to do a straight bridge here, but... Okay, so it needs to go about... When it gets to about here, then I need to mirror this a little bit, just a little bit. Why are you not cooperating? There. Then curved road tool should give me a nice connection there. Cool. Now hopefully I can get this in one shot. Nope, not there. I wanted to do it. Ah, that's because this bit is straight. Okay. No, it curves just ever so slightly. There it is. Cool. So that's doing odd things. We can fix the odd things. Not worried about the odd things. So now we need to get this on the ground. So we'll go straight here, and then we need a curve. But we're gonna put this on the ground right next to this road. Right, just wherever, just as close as I can get it. Which is apparently right there? I can't, what, why can't I go there? Yeah, that's as close as I can get it. Right there. Okay, so be it. And then we want to connect these two dudes up. And yes, I realize it's way past my normal ending time, but I took on a big project like a dum-dum. Now down through here, this gets tricky. We've got at-grade crossings, and I don't know how the game's going to behave with two at-grade crossings right next to each other. I've never tried this before. Slope too steep. Let's see, whoops, did not mean to connect those. It's fine with the tracks being side by side. But then, oh, I see, that road is really steep. I hate to lose connectivity through here. I really don't want to lose connectivity through here, and I don't want to lose this road, so I need this to be a bridge. But this has obviously got to be on the ground. I need this to connect up, just like, that's fine. And then we got to get the freight separated out so that we have a bypass line. And that's going to have to probably go back a little bit. Yeah, it's space already occupied. Okay, where will you... Really? We got to go that far back from it? So be it. We will just do that. Let's see if I can't mimic this curve. It's 3 away. So, there we go, and then it'll be fine. Just doubled our at-grade crossings. That's always great. And this track needs to then come here. This needs to merge up into it. And you need to follow this same path. Oh, come on! That warehouse isn't in my way. See, look, there's plenty of space there. How are we gonna get it under this? Because this is already incredibly steep. Maybe we just drop a meteor on this whole side of town and then problem solved. I don't have to connect to it anymore. My brain hurts. But we're so close. Alright, so we need to solve a couple problems here. We need connectivity between these two sides. Because without it, they have to go all the way down to the highway. And that's going to create bottlenecks at both highways. Or they have to come down to this collector, which will create a nasty traffic here. I don't see an easy solution. Other than just tearing a lot of shit out. Like a lot. Like basically this whole end here. And then we can make a bridge. And a lot of this too, like probably these blocks here. Wave A. Oh, and now freight's connected on the wrong side again. Awesome. This is passenger, this is freight. How am I going to deal with that? If this hill weren't right here, it wouldn't be such a big problem. So I'm going to have to get passenger to cross over rail again. And then again. Because my... Oh, well, I can always move my passenger down here. This doesn't matter. But yeah, it does because we've got freight on this side. And this is going to be a tight squeeze here too. If I could get the passenger rail as a bridge... that would solve a lot of the problem through here. And then we could just have freight running right here. But I don't know that I can get the passenger into a bridge without it being a nasty, nasty slope. But we're going to try it. That didn't turn that bit into a bridge. Yeah, it did. So how high do you need to be to get across there? Probably pretty fucking high. Let's go ahead and do that so I can see what my clearances are like. So we can afford to come down quite a bit because that truck is going to be the tallest thing that comes through here. You have one of those bridges that works as a can opener for trucks that are too tall. So that's about the most I can get away with. Ooh, this is gonna be steep. Why are you not? 3.8. could be worse. Let's play with this for a second. Let's go a little farther down. Let's go to here. Well, there's a big dip there anyway that we need to fix. So now it's a 1.1. So what do we have to here to here? Can we make this okay? 6%. That is a huge, steep ask for the railroad. Is that high enough? That's high enough. I mean, that is 6%, and it's just getting going. Maybe if I bring it on down a little bit. Let's try that. Oh, don't go over there. Oh, I don't have enough space here. Space. It's just not enough space there. Alright, we're gonna use all the tools at our disposal now. We're gonna go create parallel road to, like, right here. So just right here, and then we need to swap the side. How do I swap sides? A. And then we just, oh my god, it is right there. We just need to back that off a little bit. Think about that. So we'll lose some buildings. Alright, with that. Should have dezoned those automatically. Yeah, all that zoning's gone. I'm going to get rid of that as well. And that. And I'm going to try to connect it right here, right before this road. I don't know if it's going to let me. It will. Will it let me without anarchy? Nope. So anarchy it is. That's a good connection. And then we just need to get this end coming down here. Like that. And now let's see what type of slopes we're dealing with. Should be a lot better. 1.7. I like it. Cool. So we solved our problem here with passenger getting up and over the freight. So let's see if I can get freight connected underneath. Where do you end? I can't. There. Oh, I still got the tool selected. Let's use curved road tool here. Obviously, we have some pillars in the way. You know, that's an idea. Alright. Let's do a little jiggery pokery here. That works. Bit of a sharp bend right there, but it's not too bad. There we go. So now you got one train running underneath another one. Neat. And that gets that connected. So now you got to bring the passenger train, just leave it as a bridge, I guess. Bring it around through here, up and over here, and connect down here. And then this is all separated. So we don't need that. And that also solves these connectivity problems just fine. We're going to lose some buildings and such, but I'm alright with it. fact, I'd kind of like to just do what we did. Like have this one go over, but it's the way the game works, it's not gonna let it. So we'll just have two separate ones and just be okay with that. Though they can be really damn close to each other. We need to kind of go straight here for a little bit, so let's get this lined up and connect this end. Oops, we went underground again, and now we're doing weird things. Yep. And now let's do curved road tool. Just already occupied my ass. What are you having problems with? Oh, you are a bit close to that track, aren't you? That's a pretty big span to have without pillars. But what we could do is grab the pillar, duplicate it in place, and then come down here and see just how far we can get away with. So right there is about as far as we can go. I'll just manually throw in a couple pillars, make it look believable. And that just clears those tracks, just barely. Alright, cool. So keep this as a bridge over the highway, over that highway, and then we're going to want to change where this connection is. We're almost done. We're almost done. So it needs to cross over again. So I think what we'll do is just go straight here and let it make the cross there. And then turn it and follow this. Question is, will it... Oh, it actually does clear that. Cool. I didn't have to use anarchy for that. It just clears it. So then make a connection here. And then we just need to start bringing it down to this height. So let's mirror this. No, space is not already occupied, trust me. This is low enough. This does not want to... There's so many guidelines here, it doesn't want to go to the right one. What are you complaining about? That's more than enough clearance there. Alright, and then curved road tool. Maybe not. Cool. And then we just need to get this down here. So it goes straight to about there, and then it starts curving. Can we get this on one try? That looks pretty damn good to me. So it goes through, it's nice and flat, it's really elevated, but whatever. It bumps up in the middle for some reason. I'll fix that real quick. Bring that down to that height. Oh, this side's not connected. Did not realize that. There. Okay. And then we will get this to the height of that. And then from there, we'll slope to there. 2% grade. And our passenger and our cargo is now completely separated. Yeah, just gonna work my way backwards and be 100% sure that I didn't screw up anywhere. Still all passenger, and then it recombines down there. Bunch of trains are gonna disappear because they don't know what just happened. We need to get rid of some zoning and fix a few weird things. like trees that are down on the slope, but that we can deal with that later. We need to put our pedestrian bridges back in. So there we go. We've got passenger coming down through this way. We're gonna just take a first person tour. And then we can see cargo over on the other side. It's a little lumpy and bumpy through here, but again, things that can be fixed. Yeah, we definitely need to come through here and level this out. These weird ups and downs are not good. Ooh, how did you get there? How did you get there? That should be impossible. And I know how it happened. Down here, we need to do some traffic manager stuff. We need to, well, it is. Ah, nope, that's how he got in right there. That one's not clicked. And then we need to tell this one that it's not freight. It probably wouldn't hurt to do the same thing like on this end. This end already knows, but this, there, that's how he got in right there. So we're gonna just ban passengers both sides. On this one, we're gonna ban cargo the whole run, and that should all end where they disconnect. So that one's still saying no cargo, no cargo, no cargo, but this one is now saying passengers are fine, but passenger trains can't get to that. I mean, they can get to that side, but they probably won't. What we probably need to do is come down here to this and do passenger ban here. And that'll keep the passenger trains from going that way. We still have the problem. No, we don't have the problem because the passenger trains can come off here and connect. Yeah. So they can go through town, they just can't switch there. We can always do something stupid with like a turnaround down here, but eh. Alright, so now we shouldn't have any passenger trains on the cargo rail. So that one that's there, well, it'll despawn once it gets down here to the section where it's not supposed to be. So we're definitely going to have to redo some zoning and the trees and the fences and all that we had in. That's detailing. Yeah, he's going to just despawn here in a second. Yep, there he goes. It's like, I don't exist. That was a lot of work. And strangely enough, our commercial demand has not rebounded at all. Though we were paused for quite a bit after that earthquake, so yeah, these guys are still really just building up over here. So we've got a lot of area that we can grow into now, probably add about 20,000 more people. We already added 3,500. So I think we're in good shape. I'm digging it. I'm just wanting to watch trains come through here now. Yeah, look at that. See, last time this was a big bottleneck with all the passenger and cargo. I'm not fond of this turn, but I mean, it's the real estate that we have. So it's really the best we can do. And our passenger trains are no longer encumbered with getting stuck behind freight trains. So even if we do wind up with a freight train traffic jam, which we're going to continue to get them because they're going to continue to not want to go both ways. So we're still going to get freight train traffic jams. But it's no longer going to impede our passenger. So at least our mass transit will survive. Oh, dear God, they're all saying not enough customers. That'll work itself out. Yeah, I just wish that there was a way to make it force it every other one. Because clearly, for some reason, they favor this other one. And I don't really know why. And I don't want to bring double rails like all the way back to here. It wouldn't really solve that much of a problem. Plus, then we've got that there anyway. I mean, that would only give us room for like 3 or 4 more trains. If this side would just freaking despawn faster. Will they have to switch sides too, really? What if we move this node back? The entire length of a train. Hold on, let's undo that. We're going to have to bring all of these nodes back to make that happen. Make these shorter segments. So that when it's crossing over to leave, it's the whole length of a train. Because that one exits on that side, and well, now they're exiting on that side. Good job. Good job. I don't know if that'll help her or not, but it might. I don't know. That's enough for tonight. Oh, hey, we got 2 exiting that time. Neat. I don't really know why, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, bam. We got a lot done tonight. Fixed our trains, mostly. I mean, cargo is still an issue, but we're just moving a lot of cargo in this town. We've got a lot of big industries, so we've got a lot of trains. And that's just the reality of it. We're just going to have train traffic jams. Kenny, thank you so much for the sub. I know it didn't put up an alert, but thank you so much for 7 months. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you again the next time. I don't think we're going to do a raid, though, guys. I'm really tired. I always feel obligated to stick around and chat for a while after a raid. So I think we're just going to go straight to the outro screen. I'll be back live 7 p.m. Central Time Thursday night, though I do have a new stream schedule coming soon. The next week we'll probably be switching to a new stream schedule. A lot more stream. We're going to go from roughly 16 hours to 26 hours scheduled. I'm going to have to work on the air conditioning situation as well to get that done. I'm not seeing the passenger trains. Oh, here they come. Never mind. Yeah, I am. There they go. They're going. I didn't see this one come in. Anyways, I'll follow it after the stream. Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.